Hey everyone, Mac is back. Today we're going to talk about the free-to-play spear mono formation, single formation, with a little wrinkle of the what other two-troop formations you can put in the back to be able to assist in that regard. Now these formations, I just want to note, may not be the most efficient for your commanders. It really depends on the quality of your commanders, how awakened they are. I try to touch on all that information as well, just to kind of give you an idea of which ones to, which ones you're going to want in your specific formation. So let's get to it. So first of all, looking at the spear commanders, we're going to go straight back to what I talked about before with Arya. Most people have Arya at gold, already, even for free to play if you've been playing for a while, and if you haven't been playing for a while, she's very easy to get to upgrade. So when you're just blitzing to get her medals, get her up there, and you'll get a 15% total attack. So that'll be someone you want to put in, and you're going to want to start awakening her almost immediately. So getting her to 3 stars will give her that extra total attack, is what you're going to want in pretty much every single formation that you have, probably even a bow formation if you're going very specific to that. Now looking at the pure spear formation, Gorell's going to be one in there almost no matter what. You're going to have him gold. He's going to give you 30% attack and defense, so he gives you a double boost there. Arslan's going to be the same way, but he gives you health, which is a little bit better, so he kind of boosts the other stats for you. And then once you look from there, you go down to these last 5 commanders. It really just depends. With Annie and Julian and Uma, they're without them being gold, they're probably not going to be very good. Varys is going to give you the spear attack, so you're going to put him in there for sure. And then you have Hector over here, and he's one who's he's free to play, but he's a very, very slow to increase here. And then this account that I have here that I'm using, I haven't really concentrated on Hector because it's not really a fighting account, so it hasn't been someone that I want to upgrade. So you may have him gold or close to it. I don't think you'd have him gold unless you really started whenever Hector was released and just try to get him straight out of there, out of the Weirwood Memories right from the start. But you may have that, and as you can see, he's giving spear 8% spear defense, 8% spear attack, and then the cavalry health reduction. So that's probably someone I'd want to have in there because he's giving you 8%. And then when you're looking at, like Uma, 6% attack, and then health reduction is not really that great. And then these two here are just great quality, so they're not good at all. You're not going to want them. So that's about where I would want to go with that. And if you're looking at Hector and you see the 8% spear defense, the 8% spear attack. The other one that I would look at too is you're going to go back to is Tyrion. If you can see here, I have 6% attack and 6% defense, so that's almost the same as what you had for Hector here. It's 8, but his is 8%. So that's why you would want Hector here. However, if you do have Tyrion, if you've been grinding through the Tyrion, then you're going to want to have him in there instead and try to increase him as well. It's all about those total attack people as well, and this is just touching on the lower very, very minimal spenders. You might have Seg awakened, and you might have him up to a certain amount of stars as well. If you do have that with Seg, then he would be one of the ones you'd want to put in here because he has very similar stats to Arya and to Tyrion. They all have the total attack, and I believe that what Arya has it goes more for infantry, where Tyrion and Seg are both with a total attack, and I think he has maybe total health or something like that. So they're very similar. Those are the two that I would be considering as well. Now, when you're looking at a formation of, say, spear and infantry, then that's where you're going to be looking at Chris. Since he is awakened, he can bring more troops in there, and if you have him a certain amount of stars, he can actually bring more troops there. He only has a 15,000 right here for this one, but he can actually bring 21. He bring another 6,000 if you have him fully awakened to 3 stars. So that's what you're going to want to do. Well, not awakened 3 stars. It's going to be his quality. I apologize. I have him at level 9. And if you get him to level 10, you can see Arya here is level 10, and one more level, and you upgrading Chris would be able to do that. So he's the one that you'd want to do that because of the extra attack you'd get for your infantry. And then if you had a cav backline, then you're probably looking at, I want to say it's Merrill, because he has 30% attack, where if you have Rob fully upgraded, I don't believe that he has enough, because his main ability is a defense and health, and I don't think it gets up to 30% attack like Merrill does. So this would be a good formation for that, for a spear cav dual line. And then don't even, like I said again, I'm just going over this once more, is that you don't really want to put a bows in the back line. You really don't want to use bows at all unless you have a specific formation for that. So I hope this gave you a little bit of an idea of what you need to do for this spear in that regard. So until next time, Mac out.